Subtract my age from the mileage on my speeding heart. Credit cards. Buy this car to drive to work. Drive to work to pay for this car. Buy this car to drive to work. Drive to work.
Welcome to YellBRo. I am Jordan, and today I shall talk about Elizabeth Warren and how I don't know. I think she's piggybacking off of Bernie Sanders' policies and presenting herself to be basically a clone of Bernie Sanders, and it's fooling a lot of progressives out there. But first, please consider donating to Devon's Journey to Recovery. The GoFundMe link is down there in the description box. Click that link and donate some money. Devon's Journey to Recovery. Okay, so here we have a interview of Elizabeth Warren with Chris Matthews on MSNBC after the debates. And this on its own will project what I'm trying to say to you guys, which is Elizabeth Warren is not who she's being projected to be by probably TYT, by probably David Pakman, probably Sam Cedar. Obviously, the mainstream media, those guys will sell it. I don't think they're being tricked by it. They're selling it. Kyle Kulinski might even be tricked by this. Because I heard him, saying, "Good job, Warren. Great job." And this little clip here will exemplify exactly what I mean. She's not for Bernie's Medicare for all. Now, watching the debates last night might have made you think that, but watch this clip and you'll understand what I mean. Just listen to the language.
Chris Matthews has secured Senator Elizabeth Warren. Chris?
Okay. Secured is a good word. Senator Warren, thank you. I think you did really great tonight. I thought there were an interesting couple of things. First of all, I thought that you and Bernie Sanders reminded me of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid with the Bolivian army coming at you.
That's right. They're the same. They're teammates. And everyone else is against them because they're the real progressives. Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren. Like this. Not Tulsi and Bernie. Elizabeth Warren and Bernie. That's whose policies line up the most.
Did it feel that way?
Not at all.
No?
No. It felt like we were right and we had a chance to fight for what we believe in. No.
We were right. Meaning, if I say we are right, that's basically telling you that we believe the same things. We are right. And we're trying to tell people what we believe in.
I was really serious when I told the story about what it means for people who have health insurance. Someone like Addie Barton, he's got this cute little boy, Carl. I keep his picture in my office. He's dying of ALS, and he has really good insurance.
Lou Gehrig's disease.
That's right, Lou Gehrig's, and he has really good insurance. And you know what he does? He has about $9,000 on average every month that the insurance company says, no, we're not doing that. We don't care that your doctors think it's right. His wife spends hours and hours and hours on the phone fighting, please, would you let him get this? Please, would you cover that? And he talks about how many thousands of people join him online every month to beg friends, families, strangers for money to be able to pay for the medical bills that their doctors say they need and their insurance companies say no.
So this happened in the debate. She's bringing up the story she brought up on the debate. And I understand bringing up, more intimate personal stories. But the problem is it's Bernie explaining how we're going to fix those problems. And it's her just saying, this thing happened, and that's bad. We need to fix that. And Bernie's like, I'm explaining it. And she's just piggybacking off of that, making the public think that her and Bernie are the same on policy. Keep paying attention, please.
We got to remember, basic model of an insurance company, taking as much money as you can in premiums and pay out as little in health care costs.
They don't have the money now to pay for their own necessary treatment. They will have it under your plan. Where does it come from?
So costs are going to go up for the bazillionaires. It's going to go up for the big corporations. But out-of-pocket costs for middle-class families actually going to go down.
Let's go to the mechanism.
Okay. So initially you're thinking costs mean taxes, private, whatever, giant corporations, filthy rich people, their costs are going to go up. I think she means taxes there. But then she says out-of-pocket costs will go down. Now, people who are, have been fooled before, the whole Obama thing, and learned how to pay attention to language, and you hear out-of-pocket costs will go down. Does that mean you're still paying out-of-pocket costs? I thought in Bernie's Medicare for All, there is no out-of-pocket costs. Period. He kept telling his story about bringing people to Canada to pay for their insulin or whatever. Well, that's a different story. But either way, under Bernie's plan, there is no out-of-pocket costs. There is no co-payments. There is no deductibles, on and so forth. So when she says your out-of-pocket costs will go down, that means that there's still out-of-pocket costs, which means after her presidency, they could easily just go right the fuck back up, thus canceling out the whole purpose of Medicare for All, which is it's taken care of, everyone's covered, on we go. No more dealing with insurance companies. That should be a red flag for all you motherfuckers. Let's continue.
Because it's important. You'll get to this later in the campaign, if not now. Medicare, we've all been paying since I was 15 in the drugstore. I was paying Medicare up till 65 with the idea you'll survive maybe 15 more years. If you have Medicare for life or government health insurance, you'll have to have more benefits. And Bernie's talking about eyeglasses, hearing aids, everything. You'll have to do more money.
Oh, look.
Well, your payroll go up.
No,
you guys dodged that tonight.
No, it's not a dodge. It's about
because Jake Tapper kept saying, how much of your tax is going to go up? And you said,
how much are your costs going to go down?
No, different question. How much?
What does she mean by costs? She really needs to clear her language up. What does she mean by costs going down? I mean, is it what we already have, just it'll cost less? Or is it actually Bernie Sanders' Medicare for All, which is your taxes go up and you have no out-of-pocket costs, you have no deductibles, you have no co-payments?
How much will your taxes go up?
No, it's how much are your costs. Because it's how much families end up spending.
I know that argument. I know how you're covering it.
It's not just an argument. The Republicans did a study, and they hoped to show that Medicare for All was going to bust the budget. And you remember what it ended up showing? That Medicare for All is cheaper than our current system. That's the Republicans'
I know the
version.
argument that you put it all together, you reduce the cost for health care premiums, and you get more benefits, and therefore you come out ahead. But
reduce the cost of premiums. No premiums. That's Bernie Sanders' plan.
You pay more in taxes.
Look,
Why don't you want to answer that question? Because Jake said tonight that's a Republican talking point. It's not a Republican talking point. It's a question.
It's a question about where people are going to come out economically. Look,
no, that's not my question. That's not my question. My question is how much will taxes go up?
I spent most of my life studying families that went broke. And a huge chunk of them went broke because of high medical bills, and many of them had health insurance. So the question is not, do you have health insurance or not have health insurance? The question is, how much are you going to have to dig in your pocket to pay?
I know that's the answer that you'd like to give, but will your taxes go up?
The question is your total cost.
Okay, but there's no answer to the question will your taxes go up.
There is an answer to the question about your costs.
How about taxes?
Because it's costs that matter to people.
I'm not kidding. Well, let me ask you.
Guys, there's a reason why she's not answering the question. I know this clip has been, I guess it went viral. It's all over Twitter. Chris Matthews is trending, and they're killing Chris Matthews for this. But he keeps asking her the question, will middle class taxes go up? And the answer is yes. But she can't just say that, because then she'll have to go into the premiums, the co-payments, the deductibles, the out-of-pocket costs, and all of that shit. And she'll have to respond with, yeah, they'll go down. Rather than, they won't be there, period. Now, under her plan, I'm guessing that it probably will cost less. The overall cost will be less over a whatever time period. But it's not Bernie Sanders' plan where those out-of-pocket costs are completely gone. They're done away with. This should be a red flag to you guys. I don't know why Warren's getting credit for this statement. The clip on Twitter seems to cut the interview off into a smaller box. It doesn't show that beginning part where she says co-payment costs will go down, because people know that as a dog whistle for, oh, you're not really for Medicare for all. But you can't say that, because it hurts your chances unless you're close to Bernie Sanders, to where people will accept you if you're the nominee. If she rises up and surpasses Bernie, they want you guys to be okay and docile about it. Like, oh, yeah, she's like Bernie. We couldn't get Bernie in, but, you know, this is close enough. They're not exactly the same, but they're right next to each other, really close to each other. Even though Tulsi Gabbard's probably closer to Bernie than Elizabeth Warren is. I really believe that. On domestic and foreign policy. Well, Bernie's catching up to Tulsi on foreign policy. So, enjoy your smoke and mirrors. Go back to sleep, America. America has done it again. Go back to sleep. Here's 42 channels of American Gladiators. Shut up. Go to sleep. That's Bill Hicks. You are free to do as we tell you. That's Bill Hicks. I fucked it up, but it's still Bill Hicks. Alright, that's it for me. Please subscribe if you like. Comment, agree, disagree, send me information, correct me, whatever. Put it in the comment section. Donate. Devon's Journey to Recovery. The GoFundMe link is down there. It's not for us, it's for charity, so please donate. Any amount will help. Devon's Journey to Recovery. And with all that said, give this video a thumbs down.
Say you wanna get in.